So I spent like 50 minutes with my hair in a towel, okay? I need a little washcloth for... Rainy. Take the towel off. I don't do anything special to my hair. It's still kind of wet, but not as wet as it was. I'm gonna put in some spray detangler into my hair just to help start the process of like detangling. I don't do anything special to my hair when it comes to detangling. I just go for it. Like when I don't like intentionally like squeeze water out of my hair or do any like special tips or tricks. All I do is I put my hair in a towel. And the other day I did start combing a lot thicker. Today I waited a little bit longer, and I think that's okay. I don't think you have to do like special tips and tricks. Like everybody's like, you need to do this and you need to do that thing, and I'm like, I think it's okay. I think we can just be more low key, honestly. I just feel like sometimes it's overcomplicated. I really do. I don't think it should be so complicated when you go to comb out your hair. It's just this is my feeling on it. Like, I feel like these days they make everything super complicated. So I just go in, what I've been doing since I got this detangling spray, I just go in with a detangling spray. Okay. Okay. No, I do not, but you're a bad person. You're a very, very, very bad person. Yeah. So, yeah, like that's like très horrible. We don't do that around here. You want to be that kind of person? Boom! Out you go, out the door. I'm done with it. Like, we don't have time for you guys. It's not healthy. It's not mindful. It's not demure. If you're going to act like that, this is a channel about health. I did so much walking today. Oh my gosh. How many miles? I walked like 3 miles today. Prize your health. Put your health first every day, all the way. I love being healthy, and it's my thing. So I'm so glad that we're like, you have to take a stand. Like, I feel like, and we're not even gonna mention anymore. Like, I'm done. Like, the people that are just so unhealthy in their mindset. Like, when they come to the channel and they act like that, they're boom, 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 bye. Why do their comments disappear? Because they want the cut. They were bait. See, this is where TikTok's a little bit better. You know? TikTok just does a better job, you know? They just do. No, I'm not sorry. I got bumped out. Bumped out. It's so fun. Like, it's so fun because they got banned for life. They're gone. I'm not sorry. I think it's kind of fun. Like, I just love doing that. Like, it's kind of fun, really. We clean up our chat. They're not healthy. That's all. Unhealthy people get what they get. They get a ban for life. No more time on the channel. They're gone. And this is how we take back the conversation. We take the conversation back. It's like the strongest cookie thing you can do. Block. Bye. Tell a lie. Be bad. Boop, boop, boop. Out. Out the window. Out the door with you. That's okay. I just don't have time for it anymore. Like, I do not have time for it. I'm just gonna block, block, block. And a hard block. You won't be part of this channel. Yeah, but what did you write? Maybe you wrote something that was bad. You probably wrote something very, very, very bad. It's probably, if you get banned, it's because you did something bad. That's the thing. Like, you wrote something that wasn't allowed. So if you're saying that you got banned, it's because you wrote something not allowed, something bad. That's it. Because I never banned somebody for saying, oh, that they love the channel. You either used an X-rated word or you just were not following comment policy. That's the only time I ban people is like when they go by. But I never banned anybody that was being a good actor. Anyway. Hi, Luca. Or here's another thing that happens sometimes. You're using naughty words, like people that use the naughty words, like they don't know that YouTube's a PG place. YouTube's gonna censor them. So sometimes I don't even do it. Like sometimes YouTube just hides it because it's like, oh, you used the naughty words. Like you said something that wasn't appropriate that would make people feel uncomfortable. You know, where... And honestly, like, I have become more hardline on that too, because in the past I was like, oh, you should be accepting, but then, no, because I go to so many YouTube channels where those kind of comments are not posted, so it's not allowed here either, so I'm like, no, like, I don't know, but that's all I know. Thank you, Luca. You're one of the like really good ones. One of the ones that keeps it clean. You like it. I feel like I'm a little bit more before I take the comb to this section. Just be careful, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like I'm being more careful. I don't know why. Just because, you know, after I wash my hair, sometimes I know I don't think it's tingly. Like this side's just really combed through, but for some reason this side always gets a little bit more tingly than what I would like. Just a little bit. You know? Well, I'm growing my hair longer. I just haven't said what is the length because I'm not there yet. I'm just growing my hair longer. Like, for me, long hair is a journey over time. It's not like you're gonna say I am going to be, because you know my first I had long hair when I was young. Like before I was 20, I had long hair, but it was just never like I had thick hair. But it was never as thick on the ends as it is now because I wore it loose like all the time and I didn't really trim it regularly, and I think just wearing it loose, like that's why I don't like to wear my hair loose too often, just because, you know, it causes a little bit of damage. And then I never really, when I was younger, I didn't trim my hair, so my hair had like what I thought was a terminal length of just maybe a little bit longer than this, really. And the ends were like, occasionally we would trim them, but I remember like one time when I was a senior in high school, my mom was like, oh, you should trim your hair before graduation, and I didn't even want to, and I went a couple of years without trimming my hair. My hair wasn't getting like super long like it did when it grew to upper calf length. And that's because I think the difference was in my first super long hair journey, I was being much more protective of my hair, but it was just kind of like a natural process over time. And later on in the journey, I started getting more like hesitant to like trim my hair because there were people that had supposedly super long hair that told me I shouldn't even trim it for a year. But I will never follow that advice again. Like, okay, after I cut my hair in 2022, like in February, March of that time, I went between February 2022 to November, and then I did a trim. And then I didn't do another trim, actually, of my hair until I would say, was it a trim or maybe a mini cut? This year in June of 2024, I trimmed, or maybe I cut. I don't know if 3 inches is a cut or trim. I feel like that's a little bit more like a mini cut. I took 3 inches off, but not on the ends. It was because I had like a U hemline kind of cut. Because I feel like when you cut your own hair, it's kind of hard to cut it straight across. So there are parts of my hair that I would have, like the front pieces, I would have liked to have trimmed more, and the back pieces ended up being trimmed 3 inches, really, because I just cut the U off and I used the low pony, and I decided, you know what, I don't want to do a U hemline cut anymore, because I don't really like that cut. I like a low pony cut. It's the best cut, and in my opinion. It really, really is the best cut that you could have in your hair. Oh, I never blow dry my hair. Like, I did that a few times, like when products sent me like things to promote, but I got less of those emails now just because I stopped responding to them. And I responded to some of them that said they were going to send me something, and then they never did, which kind of made me feel weird. So I'm going to be like more picky about it in the future. Because there were a couple companies that said they were going to send me something, and then nothing ever came in the mail. Or did it come to my door and just disappear when I was at work? I don't know. I don't think so, because they didn't send me a tracking number. Maybe they changed their mind. I don't really know. Like, there were a couple hair things, and then it just got kind of weird. Like, I was getting a lot of emails from companies that wanted me to buy a product through Amazon. And they would, and I had to pay my own money, and then they would reimburse me. And I don't like that. Like, in the past I used to buy things, and I do still have an Amazon storefront, but I guess I don't like the idea of companies just telling you, unless you really love something, like if it's something you really love and you would be interested in using it, I just don't really like that. It's just, and it feels kind of sketchy. And I'm like, why is it you can't send me a free product? Why are you doing that, like, to bolster it? And then it makes you realize that all the Amazon reviews are probably based on that. Like, oh, and they're not supposed to be doing that, but they do it. People do it, okay? They just do it. And I mean, that's not how it's supposed to work. But I feel like the good companies, like there's a couple of good companies that sell things on Amazon, and they just sent me the product free of charge to review. And like companies that send you something and they're not going to be like, oh, you have to buy something first. I wouldn't trust the ones where they want you to buy something. Like, why do I need to buy something? Like, if your product's so good, why don't you just send it to me to make a video about it? And then after a while, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not really doing that anymore, just because I'm just not really. I'm going my own way on Hair Journey. Like, I know a lot of people, they sell a lot of things and they do a lot of that, but I'm just, this channel's gonna, I kind of would like to make an edited video again soon on long hair, and I really should. It's just, I guess I don't really do it because, well, it's just like, it feels like, what is the reason why? What is the exact reason? Because shorts and live streams are just easier to do with my schedule. Like, coming up with time to make an edited video just isn't really comprehensive to my schedule, you know? It's just not. Like, I will try to do it again soon. Maybe I will. I don't know. I just feel like you need a lot of time on your hands to do certain things. But some of the people that just do a lot of edited video, that's all they do. And they're very dedicated to it. And they have a certain curated style that they're portraying. And I'm like, it's not really me though, right? I'm not that. I'm not some curated style, I guess. That's what I guess that's the final conclusion I came to. I don't want more volume. Doesn't make any sense. Not interested. That's something that you want. I never brush my hair upside down. He thinks, okay, you think this. Like, you have some fantasy that I did something I didn't do. I don't brush my hair upside down, and I'm not. Volume is not all that in the bag, the chips. Volume is just kind of not that great, really. It's kind of hyped. Volume is super hyped up. Like, volume what? This is for people that want to wear their hair loose. People that wear their hair in braids don't care about volume. Like I said, this hair journey is about me, not you. So that's where we get real deal. I'm like, I'm showing what I do, not what you think I should do. So I'm never gonna do that. And I never even really did that. People get me confused with other channels. But that's okay. That is okay because I'm into positivity, hair journey, my way, every day, all the way. I guess I'm just gonna say in the future, I never did that. I think you confused me with somebody else. Not sure why you think I did something I never did. The end. Men don't really know unless it's a guy that has long hair. The people who know what I did, that like are the most observant, they're usually men or women that are growing their hair long, so they get it. Everybody else doesn't really get it per se because they don't really pay attention the way that they could have. Back to that one. Like, I'm just trying to be as gentle as possible. Hi. bad comment time. Think before you comment, or you get blocked and bye-byed. Nope. No, you're gone forever. See what happens? I've been having a lot of fun. All of a sudden, I'm in my era of, ooh, let's see, does it pass the vibe check? A lot of things do. So I'm like, oh, that doesn't pass the vibe check. Yeah, it's on its way out, and I'm not even gonna say. I'm just like, and I'm laughing, and it kind of makes me giggle because I'm like, really? You want to write something weird? Be silly and not follow comment policy? It's not my problem. That's your problem. There's plenty other places where people can do that shenanigan. And I remember one guy who got really upset. He said, you're not supposed to mention that they're not being good in the comment policy, or you shouldn't go online. That's like telling somebody, if somebody was rude to them at school or the mall or the store, that you're not allowed to go back there because somebody was rude to you. No, there's a space for everybody online. And what you do is, if some people can't act good, they don't have to be here. Because my channel is for people that love it and adore it. Nobody else. And that's how I vibe. Because, you know, like I said, I'm promoting this being not liking spilling the tea culture, getting past divisiveness, getting past gossip, bully culture. And in order to do that, there's just parameters. So we won't say what the parameters are for people who don't like the crackdown, but there's a bit of a crackdown. That's what it is. Some comments are just not good ones. And it's not your problem or your fault if somebody can't behave themselves in the comments. Like, you're like, okay, well, you had a chance, buddy. And your one chance was just like, it's not funny. We don't even care if this is like, oh, ha. It wasn't funny. It's not my problem it wasn't funny. Maybe somebody else thinks it's funny. But I didn't consent that. And also it's about consent. Because if something feels non-consensual in the comments, like if you think it's okay to write certain things, I don't consent to that. I put, be respectful. That's comment policy. If you can't read it, then at that point it's not my problem, because you're, like, some people think like they want to write things without your consent, and if you don't consent to like wanting that kind of conversation, then they can find other places to have that conversation. And everybody can be online, and I want a positive, healthy environment for people. So I'm just getting really big on that. I don't know, I'm getting even bigger than I was before. And we have my new favorite brush, which is the dupe for the unbrush, and I just really like this one. I do. I just really like it, and I kind of want to just spray a little bit more. Detangling spray in my hair. This one goes through very smoothly. It's a very smooth. I like how it goes through. It feels quite smooth in how it's traveling through my hair. It feels very nice. And then I have this other one. The brush. I mean, it's still a really. I like this brush. It's still a good brush. I just feel like So this Bella Joy brush, definitely I would call it a dupe for the unbrush, because here's the unbrush. Here's the unbrush right here. Unbrush. Which is also a really, really good brush. But I kind of like this Bella Joy brush, Bella Joy detangling brush a little bit more, just because two things I discovered about it today. I feel like it just has a better handle, and I also feel like it glides through the hair a little bit better. It just, maybe because it's new, I don't know, but I feel like it almost glides through your hair smoother. And I told people earlier, like I did a live where I was comparing those two brushes, and I feel like if you were on the fence about buying the unbrush, don't buy the unbrush. I'm gonna be honest with you. The unbrush is a very good brush, but there's no way I would ever pay $18 for it again. Sometimes, I don't know, I feel like I got influenced by a couple of things. Although I have to say the TikTok shop shoes that are like the Skechers that I bought, those were good. Those were like $15, and I usually buy like Skechers at Ross and Burlington for like between 32 and 38. I don't go to the Skechers store and buy shoes. I think it's just a little too expensive in my opinion. Just for my needs. Okay, so these are the final results of combing and brushing out my hair. I started with the comb and then I migrated to the wet brush, and yeah, I'm really happy with the results of this hair wash. And I used Dawn, but then I followed up with another shampoo in the length of my hair, just to kind of, I don't know, mix it up, I guess. But yeah, I kind of like clarifying with Dawn dish soap recently. Like I have lots of other shampoos, but I've just been on a Dawn dish soap kick. Anyway, thanks for watching.